this doubt you're feeling is going to be a thing of the past, because you're going to know exactly how to shift out of that instantly so that you can start manifesting faster, easier, more effortlessly. And anytime you feel an inkling of doubt, you can come right back to this video until it becomes a way that you naturally think. I appreciate you subscribing right down at the bottom and pressing that bell icon so that you can make sure that you're getting your breakthroughs every single day. What if I told you that this doubt wasn't real? What if I told you that this doubt was just an illusion? What if I told you that doubt was a good thing? Because it can be all those things. It matters about how you're looking at it. What is your belief about doubt? Because we're going into those beliefs. So the doubt can come up in different ways in your reality because it'll show up in your actions. It can show up as in you working on your business, you being all gung-ho for it, I'm doing this thing, but then you find yourself tailoring off where you're not doing as much, you're not being consistent because you're doubting. It can also show up in your emotions when you're feeling overwhelmed. That can be a form of doubt. So there's all these different ways where it can manifest, but you're not even going to realize it unless you start identifying the limiting belief. You're not going to realize the root of the doubt and to shift out of the doubt unless you shift the limiting belief that you got going that's powering up all these different facets in the first place, right? It's about the energy. Say it with me. So you want to pay attention to what type of energy you're putting into things. Because if you're working on your business and you're making your videos, how are you feeling? Are you overthinking it? When you're making a video, are you deleting it? You're like, oh, I don't like that. Let me delete it. Oh, I wasn't clear on that. Let me delete it. That is a form of doubt, that you're doubting yourself. You're doubting your manifestation. And I get it. I was in that position before when I first started making videos, when I was just new to the game. I would do that. I thought I had to be a certain way. And if I didn't come off professional enough, and if I wasn't serious enough, then I would delete it. I was like, oh, that's not professional. I can't be laughing like that. I can't be doing this. I can't be doing that. But if you go back to my earlier videos, you can see a night and day difference between then and now. Because back then it was like, I was super, it felt like I was rigid. It felt like it felt like it was kind of forced. It felt like I was at the same time resisting myself, just my personality in the videos. And so that's why at that time I got burnt out from doing it. It was so much doubt. I was like, I can't do this. That's why I just went to Instagram, right? And now, since I'm able to put my personality into my videos, I'm able to speak freely, there's not this doubt. And what I do now also is, my goal is to do less takes in my videos. So just being able to speak through the videos, not having to do 50 parts, which is how it started off, 50 parts. And then I brought it down to, I think I'm at 12 parts now in my video or less, where I'm able to speak in a big block of time without stopping. And that's fine, because you know what? I let my intuition flow. I speak from my soul, and whatever comes through is meant to come through. So I see it differently now. And you can see it like that too. When you start to shift your limiting beliefs around doubt. And that's what I did. I didn't just wake up one day and be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to speak all through my videos and have it be like one take. No, it didn't work like that. It took me shifting my limiting beliefs to get to this point, right? Do you see how that works? And have you been going through this? Have you been a deleter of the videos? When you feel that doubt creep up on you, start to be aware of it first off. And that's what I do with my clients and students. I give them this certain game so that they can become aware of any little shift in their emotion and their behavior. So the first thing you want to do is be aware of feeling doubt. When you're feeling in that state, what does it look like for you? What does it look like in your body? What are you doing when you're in that doubtful state? And then what you want to do is go into, why am I worrying about this? Why is it so bad? If it turned out that your biggest worry was actually true, why is that so bad? Start asking yourself these questions, because when you ask yourself the right questions, then the accurate core limiting belief will come up for you. And when that core limiting belief comes up for you, then you're able to shift it, and instantly things will shift for you. You'll shift into a reality where things are happening instantly. So that new belief, that new positive belief that you have, will happen instantly. Do you see what I'm saying? It doesn't have to take a long time when you're shifting these limiting beliefs. Now, I'm not exempt from any of this, y'all. Not at all. Because everything that I'm telling you is stuff that I've been through and things that I do. So shifting limiting beliefs is something that I do on a daily basis throughout my day if something comes up. So way back when, though, I used to say I have these energy catch-up days. So it was basically, I was replacing, when people say I'm having a bad day, I replaced it with saying that it's my energy catch-up day. Now, at the time, I thought it was a more positive thing. And basically what would happen when I'd have these energy catch-up days, I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was in a low vibe mood. And at the time, I felt like all my limiting beliefs were coming at me at once. So I felt really overwhelmed. I felt overwhelmed, limiting beliefs about business, limiting beliefs about myself and being in social situations, limiting beliefs about where I'm going to live. It was limiting beliefs from all over the place. And I'd call it my energy catch-up day. But more recently, I guess in the past month or so, it dawned on me. I was like, why am I even calling it that? Why am I making it seem like it takes a whole day to shift limiting beliefs? Because that's what I was essentially doing. I was justifying why I was feeling overwhelmed and in a bad mood all day. Because I was saying, oh, I'm shifting these beliefs and stuff, and it takes all day. It doesn't. Now I'm able to realize that, and to me now, since I've done the inner development and shifted more limiting beliefs, that is out of alignment with me. So I don't even call it energy catch-up days anymore, because it just doesn't even make sense anymore. Like tops, if I have a strong limiting belief, tops, like if I'm really shifting it and stuff, tops, it can take maybe 30 minutes. It doesn't take a whole day for me to shift something. And a lot of times it only takes 5-10 minutes, and depending on how strong it is. And what emotion comes up and how long you want to vent and how long you want to feel the emotion. Like all this stuff is up to you, but it doesn't take long. Definitely not 24 hours. Okay. Your doubt and worry are powerful, powerful energies, because that's the energy required for you to be on the fast track to manifest your desire, the fast track for you to manifest having new sales in your business, the fast track to manifesting receiving unexpected money, the fast track to manifesting having a best friend, the fast track to manifesting being at the right place at the right time, having that luck. Obviously, luck is what you make it, but I choose to have good luck. So start understanding it in that way. And when this becomes a way where you just naturally think, you'll start to really understand your emotions. Because a lot of times the average person, they'll feel this doubt and then they'll stop working on their business, being consistent, and that's just their life. And then they wonder why am I not successful? Why don't I have a lot of subscribers? Why don't I have the sales in my business? Why is my life looking like this? Why am I living with my family still? It's because there's these limiting beliefs that are being unchecked. When they come up, check them. First of all, you can be appreciative that it even came up in the first place, right? It came up for a reason for you. It's funny. I was watching this movie with my dad a few days ago. It was called The Manifestation. I believe it's on Prime Video. And I kind of knew, since it was a drama, suspense type movie, I knew it was going to take manifestation in some negative angle. So before I started watching the movie, I was like, oh my gosh, this movie is going to bring my vibe down. It's going to make me upset. It's going to mess up my manifesting. And while I was thinking that, though, I was at the same time, I was like, this is just a limiting belief. These are limiting beliefs. And I was able to realize that because I have the awareness that, and I'm in the mindset of 90% of the things that you think about and say are just beliefs. They're not 100% true. Nothing is 100% true. None of those are 100% true, because you can shift them and you can shift your reality. That's what makes it so that you can have these different facets of your reality, and your reality is influenced by your beliefs. So I realized that, and I shifted the limiting belief. And when I did that, this did not take long at all, because it's not like it was a strong belief or anything, because my belief about manifestation is very strong. So it wasn't a huge thing. But at the same time, I was able to be like, is this true? Is it true? No, it's not true, because I dictate how I feel. I choose that. I have the freedom to do that. Manifesting has worked for me in the past. Having my business, a manifestation, a business that I absolutely love and I'm passionate about, and I get to make videos about it all the time and go crazy and talk about it. That's a manifestation, and it worked. And so I went on saying why it is true, why it's true, for why the belief, the new belief, or the belief, the positive belief is true, and why the negative belief is not true. Because the negative belief is never, never, never true. So that's what I did. And then the new belief became this. I believe it was along the lines of, this movie is giving me great content for my business. That's how I went into it. And you know what? It sure enough did. I had content. I was able to write up a really juicy email and send out to all my subscribers. Subscribe to my email list, which I appreciate you for subscribing to that right down at the bottom, because I have a free training for you on shattering your limiting beliefs. It encompasses what I'm talking to you about in this video. So I was able to do that, and it gave me really, really great content that I was appreciative of. And while I was watching the movie, though, I was able to see, like, and I got to just practice. That's a belief. That's their belief. And I was able to, it made my new positive belief stronger. It made the beliefs that I currently held that were positive stronger. And that can do it for you too, because that movie didn't have any type of external force over me. It wasn't that movie is a bad movie just because it's talking about manifestation in a negative way. Now, I could have took it that way, and I could have internalized it that way if I just kept the negative belief that was coming up for me. And start to assess that. Whenever you're talking to somebody, whenever you're watching something on TV, start saying, so that you can get it ingrained in your mind, that's a belief. That's their belief. Because these are all beliefs, right? When you're talking to your family and they're telling you, oh, you better watch out for that because businesses, they usually fail. That's their belief. When you're watching TV and they're saying that there's not enough homes for everybody to live, that's their belief. Those are all beliefs. They're not good. They're neutral. Those beliefs are neutral. They're not good. They're not bad. So once you subscribe to it, you will determine whether it is positive or negative for you. Do you see what I'm saying? You're holding the power here. People are just showing you an abundance of beliefs that you have that you can choose from. And then you have the power and the freedom to be like, you know what? I like that belief that success is inevitable for me. I'm taking that one. I like that one. I'm integrating that one. I like the belief that things always work out for me. I got that lucky girl syndrome. I'm subscribing to that belief. So I'm integrating that. That is what you're doing. And if you're a conscious CEO manifester like you are, then you're able to assess these things. And you have the power and the freedom to be like, okay, yeah, I like that. Or you can be like, I choose something different, because it is your choice. There's nothing external that is forcing you to think a certain way. You've got it. You've got this. You are so powerful. You're starting to realize that, and the gears are turning. The more you watch these videos that I'm putting out, you're realizing your power, and it lies in your beliefs. That is where you're going to start seeing the powerhouse and all the control panels and everything right there in your beliefs. You see a belief that doesn't really align to you? Okay, let me deactivate that one. It's still there. It's just deactivated for you. And I love this stuff, y'all. I love the talking about beliefs and everything, because it is so powerful. And the sooner you realize that these beliefs are influencing your reality, you're going to see life completely different. All of a sudden, the worst case scenario or the situation that you're in is not going to seem so bad. You're actually going to be more resourceful. You're going to have more things happen for you. More opportunities for abundance are going to open up for you. And you'll see it. But I appreciate you for watching this video. I really, really do. And I know that you got the most amazing breakthrough from this. You can comment it right down at the bottom, the biggest breakthrough that you got from this video. And also, like I mentioned before, I have a free training just for you right down at the bottom, so that you can start shifting your limiting beliefs, and you can shift them into something that is positive, and you can start experiencing that immediately.